me, Miss Stanley, does it take very long to prepare for your part?
Well, I have as long as I like for the first scene, but after that, of course, we don't have any time. I have about an average of 3 minutes for each change. That only means change of clothes, but change of wigs and makeup as well.
Would you personally like to have lived in Victorian days?
Well, I don't know if I were an actress. I think I'd rather live nowadays, but if I were really the Queen, I think I'd rather have lived in those days.
A woman's hair was really her crowning glory then, wasn't it?
Well, I don't know whether you call crowning glory the amount of hair a woman has on her head, or the trouble she takes with it. Certainly in Victorian days they wouldn't have taken the trouble that they do now, but they had a great deal more hair. I wear, of course, the Victorian headdress, and I think that if I had the chance I'd go back to it. It saves a great deal of trouble, and after all you need is a good brush and comb to keep it in order.
So Miss Stanley proceeds to lose her identity in that of the young Queen, who was crowned on June the 28th, 1838, in the 19th year of her age. That dress is certainly becoming, but it must be rather cumbersome, judged by present-day standards.
Well, of course, it was designed for a ball dress, and such even could be used nowadays, but if you try to get into a bus or a tube, I expect I would get into difficulties.
In a word, what would you say was the greatest difference between Miss Victorian and Miss Modern?
Well, I should say just about 100 years.
Miss Stanley.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's my call. I must go.
And now watch the transformation from the slender figure of the girl Queen to that of the royal matron. Alexandrina Victoria, Queen of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, Empress of India, comes to life again before your eyes. Queen Victoria's reign of nearly 64 years exceeded that of any other British sovereign. Her private life was one of almost austere simplicity and homeliness, and as a ruler, she set an example of motherly sympathy and queenly dignity. Victoria, the Queen who made glorious history.